A garden is in the shape of a square with a perimeter of 40 feet. The garden is surrounded by two fences. One fence is around the perimeter of the garden, whereas the second fence is 2 feet from the first fence on the outside. If the material used to build the two fences is $1.42 per foot, what is the total cost of the fences? First thing I like to do is just go ahead and draw a picture. A picture of the fence here. Okay, there's our fence. It's a square, and we're given that we know the perimeter is 40 feet. So we know the perimeter is 40 feet. So the perimeter of that fence, of the first fence, is 40 feet, or perimeter of fence 1 is 40 feet. Well, we know perimeter is equal to 2 times the length plus 2 times the width, and let's call this the width and the length. Well, in this case, we know it's a square, so if it's a square, we know length is equal to width. So this is actually going to be, let's just call it S for sides then. So this, instead of length times width, let's change this to side S, side S. So we know all four sides are the same. So if a square, the perimeter of a square, if a square is equal to 4 times S, because it's S plus S plus S plus S. So the perimeter is equal to 40, so perimeter of 1 is equal to 40, which is equal to 4S. So we know that, divide both sides by 4, and so we know the sides is equal to, not 40, side is equal to 10 feet. Let's write that out, 10 feet. So we know that sides here, each one of the sides is 10 feet long. So this is equal to 10 feet, this is equal to 10 feet, 10 feet, equal to 10 feet. Each side is 10 feet long. Okay, so now we know the size of the first fence. Now let's take a look at the second fence. The second fence is 2 feet from the first fence on the outside. So the second fence is 2 feet out here. So we add 2 feet here. So the first fence is going to run like this. And it's going to be 2 feet out here, like this, 2 feet out here. So it's going to be like this, and then 2 feet here also. So 2 feet on the outside of the first fence. So we know the perimeter of the second fence is going to be equal to, well, how long is this side now? This side over here is, well, it's going to be 10 feet from this distance here, plus this 2 feet, plus this 2 feet right there. So that this side over here is 10 plus 2 is 14. So the length of this side over here is going to be 14 feet long, where this is 10 feet long there. So the perimeter of the outside square is going to be 4 times 14. Or you could think of this as 14 plus 14 plus 14 plus 14. So the perimeter is equal to 4 times 14, which is equal to, for it to be 6, it'd be 56. 56 feet. So we know the perimeter of the second one is 56 feet, and the perimeter of the first fence is equal to 40 feet. So how much fence are we going to have to buy? We're going to have to buy enough fence to go around both of them. So the amount of fence we need, the perimeter total fencing we need, is going to be equal to the perimeter of 1 plus the perimeter of fence 2, which is equal to, the perimeter of 1 was 40 feet, plus the perimeter of 2, which is 56 feet. So the total fencing we're going to need is equal to 40 plus 56, that's what, 96 feet. So total fencing we're going to need is 96 feet. So that's our total fencing. Well, the cost of the fence is going to equal to the perimeter of the fence, the perimeter total, times the cost of the fencing, times the number of feet per dollar per feet. So in this case, it's $1.42 per foot. So the total perimeter is 96 feet times $1.42 per foot. So our feet cancel out here, divide out 96 times $1.42, so our cost 96 times $1.42 is $136.32. So the total cost for both fences is $136.